for one to be added to two, to our two, to making it three. So, and that is my stand as the Director General of Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. So if the governor is coming now, there is no point dragging him or criticizing him for coming. The only thing we need to do is that the leaders should sit down, the president will decide if he's going to clean the tickets or not. So okay. These are the things that we need to discuss. And if he's coming, the leadership in the state, from the Minister of Interior, the National Secretary of the party, the former National Secretary of the party, and our leader, our leaders in the states, all of them will be aware. So they will have their opinion, they will decide and come with agreement. Okay. But what matters most is that if the governor is coming, our 2027 presidential election is very, very important to us. And we know that there is coalition now. So we need more people in our party. So if the governor is coming, that shouldn't be an issue. We will embrace him, we will welcome him. Then the leaders of the party will decide if he's going to clean the ticket or not. But what matters most now is for him to add up to our party.
Yes. In fact, this point that you've made, that if the governor wants to come, there will be these things that you've just talked about. But I just wanted to ask from you, because we also have to keep the word ticket. That's the magic word there. I don't think Adeleke is going to come if he's not assured of the ticket. Let's say he were to come into PDP, and just saying this without conceding. What did I say? APC. He's already governor, and so he wants to contest for the governorship, in the next election, which in his case is 2026. So I guess he'll be looking for the assurance that nobody else in that place is also going to be seeking the same thing. Now, I don't know that we can sit here and say that the politicians of APC in Osun State, they have their own arrangements. In fact, Governor Adeleke coming along right now is going to scatter a lot of things for the politicians that are at home, those who had hopes, who had ideas. And so you can understand why those might not be the happiest people on earth to say that we have such a big fish as a sitting governor who is going to come. And you recall that the news reports told us that even the State House of Assembly and all his retinue, they have said that we endorse you, wherever you go, we will go. So that's a challenge right there, isn't it?
Yeah, the truth is that we all are aware. We have 3 senators in Osun State. All of them are PDP. We have 9 House of Reps members in Osun State. 8 of them currently are PDP. Then we have our leader, Honorable Wole Oke, that recently joined our party, now in APC. So, and the 3 senators stood in the National Assembly and said they are going to support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for second term. So you know what that implies. And the issue of maybe some governorship candidates may not be happy if the current governor joined the party and clinched the ticket of the party is not an issue, because most of the governorship aspirants in Osun State currently has been saying it wherever they go for campaign. They have been saying it that the decision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is sacrosanct. Whatever the president wants, they are going to do it and comply. And we have instances. In 2018, during the governorship election, the campaign period, there was an agitation for Iwo, we call it Iwo-Lokan. The people of Iwo Federal Constituency were agitating that, they deserve the governorship seat. And there was a flag bearer then, Alhaji Moshood Adeoti, pushing for that seat, and in which he's even pulling crowd. But when the president came, the president, decided and called the then sitting governor and, notified him about his choice of candidacy. And there is nothing anybody could do about it. Those that decided to leave the party, They left, including Alhaji Adeoti himself. You understand? They left for ADP. And he clinched the ticket in which he did his own. But eventually, our party won the election. So in 2026 now, there is such an happening is even inevitable, because there are some people now currently in the states of in Osun State that's thinking they have already clinched the tickets of the APC. So people like that, they came back after they followed the former governorship aspirant in our party before he moved to ADP. They left the party with him, but now they came back to the party and enjoyed the dividend with the former governor, the current Minister of Interior. So people like that are still pushing for their own choice of candidacy. And what's the assurance that even after the primary and the party decided to consider another person, such candidates and their followers will not leave the party? So these are the things that we have to put in place. But what I know is that most of the aspirants, most especially the current national secretary of our party, has been saying it that whatever the president's decision, whatever the president says concerning the governorship candidacy in Osun State, he is going to comply with it. Okay. And I believe that a true party man will stand by that statement. Okay. And there is no issue about that. My concern is just that the governor is coming. We need to embrace him and welcome him. Then the leadership will decide on the issue of the tickets. Because of the presidential election in 2027, we need Adeleke also. We need the supporters. And all the Yoruba community need to embrace themselves and support the candidacy of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. Currently in the Southwest states, we have 6 states, and we have 4 of those states are APC. The remaining 2, we are, our prayer is for the remaining 2 also should join and support the president, so that we can have a unanimous vote from the Southwest geopolitical zone.
All right. When you mentioned Irewole, when you mentioned Iwolokan, you actually were presaging where I wanted to go next, because I wanted you to talk to us about the APC zoning arrangement in Osun. But before then, Mr. Joshua in Irewole has called in. So let me take that call first. Good morning, Mr. Joshua.
Good morning and happy weekend to you.
Indeed,
Good
same to you.
To your guests.
Okay.
I think the style of leadership of the president is making the APC very attractive, and for me that's the selling point for APC. I want the president to win 2027 because I know it will take a while for his reforms to actually get the benefit that is needed. Mm-hmm. If we have suffered this much, we ought to be able to reap the fruit. But the point is that our political space is so fickle that it could change. People can weaponize the hunger of the people against the president, and the election may be tough. But one thing that is going well for the president is his style of leadership. As an APC president, he is very warm towards even the opposition. You can hardly hear any governor complaining about the president being against him and all that. So that's a selling point for the party. And that could be the reason why an Adeleke is attracted to APC. Now, for me, it has happened in Akwa Ibom. It has happened in Delta. I don't know why they are handling that Osun very poorly. The point is that the matter should be handled maturely. I listened to Senator Yola Misore, and I knew that leadership in Nigeria is not about delivering benefits to the people. It's just about grabbing power. They are talking like, this power belongs to us. To be honest with you, this Adeleke has the face of the people now, no matter what is happening. So I expect that the party should be able to come together. He is going to serve the second tenure. So somebody in APC should be able to sacrifice that 4 years for the guy to come in. He's the incumbent governor. You want your president, which is at the top, to win, and then you are fighting against somebody who is also an incumbent governor. APC in Osun State, please should handle the matter much better. And to leave it here with you, Uncle Yori,
yes,
I think APC should do better with communicating with the people. Communication is so vital for a party to make an impact. No matter how good your program is, if your communicators are not connecting to the people, you will fail. So APC should do that. The Minister of Communications should do something and work for the government to communicate to the people, connect to them, and let them see that this governor, this president is working for you, but it will take a while for the benefits to come. But if he supports his presidency, it means that everything will go down the drain. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. Joshua. Okay, then. So, Prince, there you have it from the point of view of that viewer. APC, he thinks, can do a bit better in communicating, because in spite of the visit, which I think was what everybody just took at and began to micro-examine the symbolism in there, that President Tinubu received, Governor Adeleke, as well as members of Governor Adeleke's family, who are not necessarily politicians. So it's looking at, that Adeleke is a politician. Well, his bigger brother is not. Davido is not, even though they will have their understandings and their sympathies. So I wonder, you can understand why people are feeling that the president is not opposed to the idea. But that's a far cry from saying that the president has indeed brought them on board, or that he has unilaterally, single-handedly, said that, come, all will be well. So what do you think about the way, going by that viewer's point of view, that APC self is communicating these things? Perhaps it can be better done. Do you agree?
The truth is that when there is an issue and the issue are not yet resolved, you cannot just go online or media to communicate it directly to the party members until you resolve it properly. And if you look at what happened, it's still, people are saying it's a rumor, but when it happened in Akwa Ibom,
somebody even said it's a lie from the pit of hell. I mean, rumor is one category.
Yes,
somebody else wrote that it's a lie from the pit of hell.
Yeah, it is possible you call it rumor, because whatever that is not official, we can still regard it as a rumor. But anybody that said it's a rumor is just been playing politics. We are all hearing it. But when the party chairman from the federal level and the party chairman at the states are not yet officially informed,
yes,
so we still regard it as a rumor.
Okay.
But what matters most is that in 2022, we lost the governorship election to the PDP. But fortunately, we were fortunate to win the presidential election. That is a blessing for the party member in Osun State. And through that, we were fortunate to have the Minister of Blue and Marine Economy. And by the virtue of his position, he has helped a lot of party members, in securing appointments in which they are enjoying currently. So if we are not calculating how we are going to win 2027 election, but we are, you are just gallivanting on Osun State governorship election without any proper plan, it's just as if we are undoing ourselves. Okay. Our calculation must base basically on the presidential election first, because all the National Assembly the candidates for 2027 primaries will be held even before the governorship election in Osun State. So in which it can even cause more havoc, more disunity in the party. So we need to balance, the equation and, make sacrifice when need be.
I understand that.
In Osun State.
I understand that. Benga in Abuja. Good morning to you, sir. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Mr. Yori.
Yes.
And good morning to your guests there.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
The moment I saw the picture showing the governor Adeleke with the president during the Salah period with his brother and Davido, I knew that something was in the offing. And I know that something will germinate. I will see the fruit. Adeleke was part of the progressive before. One or two things happened. He decamped toward the primary to another party. So if you now see something attractive in the progressive and he wants to come to his family, I don't think there's anything bad there. There's no crime in addition. The APC in Osun and the APC National should welcome him to their party. It's a plus for the party and Asiwaju because all the election held so far, APC are not going to win that election, both the governorship and the presidential. PDP got it the last time. So if this time around is coming to their party, it's a plus for them. I mean, no matter who is there, some people there should be able to make sacrifice. I mean, like the present minister of blue economy, and wait till 31, thereabout for another opportunity. I mean, you see, within the age bracket, you can still be able to run for another governorship. If they allow this the Osun State governor to finish another 4 years, I mean, it's a plus for the party. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there should be any quarrel, anything hard there to do. Because it's once you have somebody with you supporting you, like the last caller said, whatever will make Asiwaju to win the next election, the party should support it.
All
we
right.
need to complete what he has started. You see, people are not seeing the food was now because of what they have not seen the bag of rice dropping to 30,000 in the market. That's what common man used to join if the government succeeding. But the foundation is being laid. And for us, by the time we see the skyscraper coming up, we know that they are not appreciate what he's doing. So it's a good thing for him to come to the party. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Benga, also for your patience. Prince Oladile, we'll take a break now. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We'll continue this conversation, whereupon you can comment. Do please stay with us.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Okay, welcome back. Our guest is Prince Oyelude Oladele, DG, Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. He's also a public affairs analyst. Thank you once again, Prince, for being with us.
Thank you very much.
So where,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, talking about the last caller,
okay. Yes.
He talked about the fact that the current governor, Governor Adeleke, is a former member of our party. He is very right. You know, when his late brother, Ishaka Adeleke, was alive, was the senator representing Osun West, and when he died in 2017, this same Governor Adeleke stood on behalf of his family, you know, to clinch the seat of his late brother. But in one way or the other, the former governor, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, decided to consider another party member of the APC, you know, instead of Adeleke, you know, at least to have the sympathy vote. But he left the party and moved to the PDP, clinched the party ticket of the PDP, and defeated us in 9 local governments out of 10. So, and that was the genesis of what we are passing through now. So, I don't think our party should allow the current governor to move to ADC before we realize what we are doing. If we move to ADC, we are giving Aregbesola that power, you know, to take some kind of crowd in Osun State, and in which it will affect our party. And it's not as if we are not going to defeat the ADC, even if we move to the ADC. But the truth is that if we defeated him in 2026, it will be very hard for APC in 2027 presidential election in Osun State, because the votes of all the PDP members that will move to ADC will seriously work against the APC, presidential candidates, whereby the ADC will now have majority votes in Osun State. So we need to be strategic about it. We should embrace the governor and allow him to come. For the sake of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu re-election, then the leadership of the party should sit down and think about the governorship election. If they are going to consider him to claim the ticket, fine. If they have another candidate from Osun State, fine. So, but the fact that he's coming, we are now standing against him. I'm not in support of that. And I think a genuine party member will never stood against that. And most of the governorship aspirants have been saying it, that whatever the president wants, they are going to abide with it. And even the national secretary, who is also contesting, he has been saying it quite long, that whoever the president wants and whatever the president wants in the party in Osun State, he is going to abide with it. And I think some other governorship aspirants also have been saying it, because we have like 7 to 8 of them that are, you know, aspiring to contest. And if we are talking about the zoning arrangements,
yes,
in Osun State,
I wanted to find out about that.
Yeah, we are talking about the zoning arrangement. There is no official zoning arrangement for governorship in Osun State in our party, according to my own knowledge. And but there are conventional and there are agitation. Just like I said earlier before, in 2018, the good people of my federal constituency, Iwo federal constituency, were agitating because the Osun West, where the current governor came from, has been marginalized quite long. But in Osun State, we have 9 federal constituencies. And out of that 9 federal constituencies, 5 out of the 9 are major determinants of, governorship election victory in Osun State. And out of that 5, 2 of the 5 federal constituencies have produced governor in the state before. And among the 2, the current governor is among the 2 federal constituencies. So we still have like 3 federal constituencies that always determine the victory of any governorship aspirant, candidates and party in the state. So currently the senator is from one of it. So now if we are zoning our governorship seats, or maybe we are considering the candidates for our party, we have to look at some criterias before we say that, okay, we are picking our candidate from this senatorial district. Now the governor is from the senatorial district that has been agitating for governor quite long, and now he is planning to be re-elected. So if our party is considering his candidate now, it will be a miscalculation for us to pick our candidates from the senatorial district where the governor is coming from. And it's from one of those 5 federal constituencies that determine the victory of the governorship, of any governorship candidate in the state. Is from Edef federal constituency, in which is one of the 5 federal constituencies. So now, if we want to pick our candidates, we need to consider someone from Osun Central or someone from Osun East. The governor is from Osun West. So if we are picking someone from Osun West now, it will be very, don't let me say hard. It will be very easy for the party, to defeat the current governor, because the vote that is even coming from his federal constituency is huge enough than even the remaining 2 federal constituencies in his senatorial district. And we all know that the immediate former governor, Alhaji Gboyega Oyetola, if he is contesting, it is even more better, to challenge the current governor. But if he's not contesting, I will prefer my own candidate, the current national secretary of the party, to drag it up with the current governor of the state, so that we have a majority vote from the federal constituency where the national secretary is coming from. That is Osogbo federal constituency. That's the state capital. The state capital haven't produced a governor in the history of that state. So if we are picking a candidate, we have to put those things in considerations. It's not as if our leaders shouldn't look at maybe someone is more closer to them. The person has worked with them, before now, so they have his loyalty. The loyalty of the aspirants to the party should be one of the factors, not the loyalty to any leaders or followers. So our leaders should look at who are those people that are loyal to the party, who are those people that can give us votes, who are those people that are coming from where we can get majority votes, because we are currently an opposition party in the state. So we have to consider some factors like that. If you look at what happened in Rivers State, what happened in Benue State, you look at all those things are instances that we need to use to guide ourselves. In Benue State, when the former governor, the present SGF, wished to win the party, the state to his party, he looked at a candidate who can bring huge votes, not a candidate who has worked with him before, not a candidate that has his close loyalty. He just look at this man. This man is a pastor. He has a lot of crowd, without considering that the man may betray him later. So, but what matters most is that we have to consider the fact that we need to win that state for our party, and that should be sacrosanct. And that was what George Akume did. On contrary basis, in Rivers State, Governor Wike look at Fubara as his close pal, who has worked with him before. You look at their relationship. This man, he will be loyal. He will be committed to me and to the party. So without thinking of the fact that human being will always be human being, and you see what happened between both of them. Actually, in Benue State, they both part away, but they are now together. In Rivers State, they both part away, but they are now together. But the truth is that we must look at those instances to judge our choice of candidates
and learn from them.
States.
Okay, let me first of all, let me bring on Adedeji Adebayo in Osogbo. Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Yori.
Thank you,
sir.
All right then. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to the people and to, just speak my mind on this issue.
Sure.
Saying Governor Adeleke coming to the party, I'm a member of AP, so let me disclose that.
All right.
So, saying the coming of Governor Adeleke into APC would draw votes for President Bola Tinubu in 2027. It's a simple analysis. It is more complicated like that. And the case of state, APC is different, quite different from the case of Delta, the case of Akwa Ibom, etc., etc. In Osun State, immediately with the government in 2022, Governor Adeleke got war against the leadership and membership of the party. It is not the same thing in other states. In other states, they got there, they try to bring everybody together. In our own case, they were running after us, they are harassing us. Many of us are happy cases, police cases. Not because of anything, but because we are critical of the government of Ademola Adele, or because we serve in the previous government of APC. If somebody claiming that is a member of APC now coming to a national television to say, come and they should give him red carpet. No. If Governor Adeleke wants to join APC, he has to speak with the leaders of the party in the state. Nobody is against anybody coming to the party. The more the merrier. That is politics. Everybody is welcome. But Governor Adeleke's case is quite different. It's coming with a lot of baggage. In the case of Akwa Ibom and Edo, I want you to look at the case very well. Governors of those states have always been speaking good about President Asiwaju. He has always been appealing to the people of Akwa Ibom and Delta State that Governor President Bola Tinubu is performing his economic policy, though might not be getting to the grassroots at the moment, but he is doing well. And they talked about, on most cases, they talked about the increased allocation from the federal allocation, from the federal government. So they have always been praising President Tinubu. So their coming to the party was easy because every member of the party in those states were at home with all the governors. But in the case of Osun State, Governor Adeleke has never come out openly until recent. They have never come out openly in the last 3 years of President Tinubu to come out to say President Tinubu is doing well. In fact, in the local areas, local government areas, the rural areas, they are mobilizing canvassers to speak against the government of Asiwaju. They will portray one level in Osun State. They will go to Abuja to pretend to be fans of the government.
All right. Okay.
In Osun State, sir.
Mr. Adebayo.
If Adeleke comes to...
Okay, so sorry that we cut it off. I was trying to get your attention.
Let me just...
Yes, I was going to say, first of all, that gentleman said that he is an APC member, but this is his opinion on this whole matter. Please go ahead now, sir.
Exactly. Yeah, that is his opinion in which is entitled to. But what I know is that politics is full of topsy-turvy. And in Iwo Federal Constituency, there is nobody that criticized the current governor more than myself. Nobody in Iwo Federal Constituency, 3 local governments, nobody criticized the governor more than myself. But politics is all about addition. It's all about addition. We look for people to join to have more votes. If the governor is coming, he's coming with some lapses, he's coming with some goodies. We have to look at the lapses and tell him we don't want this. We look at the goodies, we say, okay, we embrace this. So if he's coming today, I still have something I will tell him, and I will not stop that. I will talk about the local government autonomy, how the local governments will be stabilized, and that was what I have been agitating for. So if he's joining us today, I will still talk about that.
Okay.
And the other thing, I will talk about agriculture, for him to work on agriculture in Osun State. I will talk about that. It's not an issue. The third thing I will talk about is the commissioner in my state, in my local government now in Osun State. We don't have commissioner that is representing my local government. In the past 14 years, we don't have commissioner representing us in the executive council meeting in the state.
So there are a number of issues.
Even if he's joining us today.
There are a number of issues to be resolved.
So yes, to be resolved. So these are things
in that sense, it's a work in progress.
If he has been...
The project is still a work in progress. Is one way to look at it.
Exactly. So
okay. Let me bring on Reverend. I beg your pardon.
Now, these are things.
I'm so sorry for rushing you a bit, sir, but I do have Reverend Dominic waiting, and I don't want to lose him. Good morning, Reverend Dominic. Thank you for holding on.
Good morning, Chief Yori. Good morning,
sir.
Again.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Please, Chief Yori, permit me to say this. I want to clear an issue we discussed yesterday. I've got a lot of calls trying to invite TVC and myself that were saying that the North can go to hell. I didn't make that statement. I've got enough calls. that therefore not, and Dominic and TVC have said the North can go to hell. No. There's no way somebody will win the election in Nigeria, especially presidential election, without the North and the South. What I was saying, and I have no apology, is that Atiku and his like in the North, who are doing coalition against our own president, my own president from the South here, that 10 Atiku cannot defeat Tinubu. I didn't say North can go to hell. Without North, we can't win election. Without South, we cannot win election.
You're right. I thank you very much for pointing that out, and you're very right when you say I don't think that statement came on our program at all yesterday. But you've taken us away from, momentarily, away from Osun, where we're looking at the political situation there, the zoning arrangement, which we've heard from our guest, Prince Oyelude Oladile, that there isn't even any such thing, formally speaking, in Oyo State. Okay, so coming back to you, Prince, you know, I had to interrupt you. Did you finish your idea? Because I didn't want to lose the reverend gentleman who was on hold. Did you finish your idea?
Okay.
Did you finish with the idea?
Finish my idea.
Okay. Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, why, you see, the fact that they have met, if there hadn't been that meeting, which was recorded, it was televised, if there hadn't been that meeting, perhaps the wave of speculations wouldn't have been so strong. But the fact that, and President Tinubu is fully aware, of impressions that will be taken. I don't know how they got to meet. They might have called him, that is, the Adelicates might have called the president and, you know, requested an audience with him. I imagine that the president would have agreed to such an audience. We don't know if it is the president himself who sent for them, although, you know, I don't know. I just don't know. We just don't know. But people...
The truth is that, in Osun is that people that are currently saying that the governor should not come, you know, it's unfortunate that most of them are even appointees of the federal government. And the truth is that our calculation, just like I keep on saying, our calculation must be based on the victory of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. And the scenario is quite different now because we have 3 parties on ground which they are forming coalition. It's just like what happened in 2013, 2014 towards 2015 election. So they are working towards that, but I know they cannot succeed because their ringleader is not even with them, it's now the president. So our calculation now should be based on how Asiwaju Bola Ahmed will win the 2027 election. And it's unfortunate that most of the people that are saying that they don't want a delegate to come are people that are even appointees of the federal government, which is very wrong. I think people like that should be able to say, okay, let the governor come. Okay, our leaders should sit down and look at it. If they are going to give him the ticket, fine. If they are not going to give him the ticket, let us look at who are they going to give him it to.
Yes.
But if they are going to consider someone in Osun State, it's not someone that is coming from a senatorial district where the governor is coming from. It's not someone that is coming from the senatorial district where the sitting senator is coming from and the principal officer in the National Assembly. You know, so these are the things we have to put in place. We look at our calculation very well. It's not as if we look at maybe this person is loyal to an individual or to a group of people. You know, we have to look at the loyalty of such person to the party.
I get you. I get you.
His ability to win the vote. So let us just look at that and embrace the governor, because the Aregbesola factor now in the ADC is tight. And people keep on saying that what was his stake in 2022. Aregbesola was not with us in 2022. He wasn't, supported our governorship candidate. We all know. But he's just like a sit down and look. He plays sit down and look politics during that period. But now he's having a party of his own. And he said he supported governor.
I'm afraid we've run out of time, but we do get your drift. I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
We didn't see him campaigning for the governor then. No. But currently now, he has his own party at hand. He will have his candidate. So it's not even the same. So we have to look at that scenario and balance our equation Very
Prince
well.
Oyelude Oladele, I want to thank you very much for coming on our program to sort of air this particular issue, to get the perspective of some of the people, perhaps most of the people in Osun State. Thank you very much again once for coming. DG, Tinubu Shetima ambassadors, as well as public affairs analysts. So that's our program today. Do please join us on Monday for a fresh edition. I am Yori Folarin. Bye-bye for now.
I am Sunday Shegun Harawande. I manage Top Chair Energy Limited, and we sell solar panel, inverter, and batteries. I've been dealing with Cornerstone Insurance for the past 8 years, and I got to know them through a friend of mine. I have a comprehensive motor insurance with Cornerstone Insurance because of our job requires us to move from point A to B. Often when I have issues with my car, I do make a claim. At times when there is an accident or theft. What actually impressed me the most about Cornerstone is their response. In fact, most of the time, they are the one that will be calling me to ask for the document and all the necessary things. My experience over the years with Cornerstone has been excellent. I've been recommending Cornerstone to virtually all my friends because it's a smart decision. They have integrity. Once you have issues, they respond. So why should I go and be paying for other insurance, which I know that there is one that is working for me for the past 8 years, and they have never failed me for once.
Cornerstone, the future assured.
Power, politics, and accountability on fireworks. No seat is too high, no question too hard. If they hold an office, they are on the hot seat. If they have power, they answer to the people and answer the hard questions.
Only strong men lead, not weak men who don't have knowledge, who don't have capacity, who don't have access.
This is not just talk. This is fireworks.
Corruption started corruption in when you cannot send your animal to where they train police officers.
No filters, no favoritism, no fear, no holds barred, unbiased, unafraid, unfiltered.
Why should people elected into office and are being funded by the treasury of the state, and then their salary and allowances will be treated in secrecy?
Fireworks, only on TVC News.
TVC News, first with breaking news.
Every weekday on Business Nigeria, we uncover the secrets of the financial world.
We analyze the stock market, shares, bonds, and the thrilling world of cryptocurrency.
Facts matter. Our team dives deep to separate fact from popular opinion.
We simplify complex government policies as it impacts your everyday life, helping you navigate the ever-changing financial landscape.
Watch Business Nigeria every weekday at 2 p.m. only on TVC News, first with breaking news.
I don't need to start worrying about rent.
Every Nigerian deserves a place to call home, and the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is turning that hope into reality. From groundbreaking projects, policy initiatives to life-changing mortgage solutions, discover how FMBN is actualizing dreams one home at a time.
Good evening and welcome to the program, everyone.
Join us every Friday at 8:30 p.m. on TVC for the program Everyone Deserves a Home. Brought to you by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.